everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Caterina, or Cat, and this is Infinite Wellness Within. In today's pick a card reading, our topic is your fears will disappear when this happens. Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps in the description box below, which will take you to your reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked below. Please remember that is the only way to book any of my services with me. If anyone reaches out to you, just know that is not me. Your fears will disappear when this happens. Ooh, this is group number 1. Actually, I feel like we have all of the groups right here because that was so strong the way the cards told me that they are ready. So I'm going to go with it. And group number 1, you have the botanist, parenthood, and legacy. You also have the fossilized Orthoceras. Group number 2, you have the tailor, attention to detail and pride. And you also have the hummingbird. Group number 3, you have the smith, overthinking, taking action, and you have the green opal. All right, please take your time choosing your card or cards. It is perfectly fine to choose more than one. The most important thing is that you listen to your intuition, and I'll see you in your readings. Hello, group number 1. You have the fossilized Orthoceras, and your card is the botanist, parenthood, and legacy. So I feel that your fears will disappear when you see progress with a project you're working on, a course of study that you have started working on, or just anything in general that you're working on. So it feels like you'll feel so much better when you start to see growth with something that you are putting a lot of hard work into. So I feel the reason why you have so much fear about something not working out is because you've put your heart and soul into something, and it's almost like I cannot see this fail. Like, this has to work out. And I feel it is going to work out for you. And so, obviously, of course, when we start to see progress with something that we're working on, yes, that's when we're going to start to really feel better about the situation. But I feel that there's something significant that's going to happen for you where it's like, oh, okay, now I really, my faith is renewed that this is going to work out. So that's what we're going to look at as we get into your cards. So let's see what else they have to say. All right, what else can you tell us for group number 1, please? Group number 1's fears will disappear when this happens. Okay, these 2 cards. So you have the Huntress, Soul Awakening, and number 20. All right. So this is showing me that you came to a realization in your life that you wanted to make some changes, or that you should be pursuing something that is in your heart, pursuing a passion that you have. So I definitely feel like there's a massive, massive change in direction in your life path. And I feel that with it, it has brought a little bit of fear because I feel you're leaving the old you behind and you're pursuing the new you, basically. And I feel like there has been some growth, there has been some movement, but it's not exactly where you want it to be, because so you have the botanist here, and then you have the tree down here, but there are no leaves on the tree. So there's something very worrisome going on where you're worried, is there something that's not quite right? Like, is there something going on with the tree where it's not healthy? But I feel that it is healthy. It's just not springtime yet. So, The trees lie dormant in a lot of locations, in a lot of places during the winter. And then in spring, you have everything that comes into bloom. So I feel that there's something going on with timing with your situation. For some of you, it could literally be happening in springtime. And this is a timeless reading, so that's possible. But it's also just things appearing at the right place at the right time, you being in the right place at the right time. And then we have Mother God, Miracles in Motion, number 42. Wow. So this is telling us that everything is possible. Spirit is saying, trust in the process, believe in yourself, believe that support will show up to you at the right time. Do you see how all the planets back here? So I feel like everything is coming into alignment for you. I'm convinced at this point that there's something that is taking shape. It's so close to you. It just has something to do with the timing of all of the elements. This is going to blossom. This is going to bloom for you. I feel the universe is just shining its light down on you. Like you have the peacock here. Something is really going to unfold for you. Just like these flowers are unfolding, that is really quite amazing. It's going to feel like a miracle. It's going to happen for you. What else would you like to say to group number 1, please? Group number 1. What is the most important thing you can show us and tell us from this deck, please? Okay, I feel actually you have 3. Is this just 1? Okay, so let's see what you have. Nothing is impossible. Open to the unexpected, you'll find a way. See, it looks like you're taking a leap of faith with something here. It looks like you're changing direction. And Spirit is once again saying, look, nothing is impossible. Miracles are in motion. It's just not here yet, but it's getting closer. It's getting so close to you. Do you see it here? I feel this is your miracle that's getting closer to you. And I do feel like something could happen when you least expect it. Something could happen that, it's kind of like one day, you're in the garden and you don't see anything blooming. You don't see anything coming up yet. But then all of a sudden one day, out of the blue, out of nowhere, you go outside and all your flowers are blossoming. They're all in bloom and it looks amazing. So I definitely feel like something like that is going to happen for you. And it really does kind of shift your perspective. It shifts your mindset from being fearful to understanding without a doubt that things are in motion, things are shifting for you, and you are on the right track. So you have be the mountain, slow and steady, foundations and patience. All right, so what this is telling me is that there's something about your situation where there's a lot going on. There's a process that needs to be followed. You're doing things correctly, but you cannot rush this situation. You need to set a very sturdy foundation. You need to work from the ground up, and it's going to take its time. There's no possible way that you could rush this process. So it is going to require patience. Just like here, if you're planting a garden or if you're a botanist, you're working with plants and things like that, you can't rush the process. You may want to see that tree going from a seed that was planted into this big, beautiful tree that's, 20 feet tall, but that's not going to happen overnight. But look at this card. See, what you're building is something that's going to last. It's like long lasting, long term. Your vision is going to come to fruition, but you just can't rush this process. Alignment, it's coming together, and precision. Look at that. It's amazing. So do you see here, you have miracles in motion, okay? So something is in motion. Things are coming into alignment. The planets are aligning for you. It's just going to take some time because look at everything that needs to come together in order for you to receive what you need from the situation. So if you look here, The planets are in motion, but they are a little bit disjointed, like they're not really close to each other. But look, you get 3 cards down and look at how close everything is, and things are absolutely coming into alignment here. So just have patience. All right, what else can you tell us? For group number 1, please. Group number 1's fears will disappear when this happens. What can you show us? The 8 of Wands, look at how fast something is happening for you. And I feel it's unexpected when it happens. You're kind of like, whoa, I wasn't ready for that. I feel something takes off for you. And when it takes off, there's no going back because it's like success is at your door. It's right there. There's no slowing it down. So I feel at first you're going from things being very, very slow moving to having everything happen all at once for you, because you can see you have the turtle here. So it's like you were just moving along very, very slowly, doing your thing, getting frustrated, being fearful that something wasn't going to work out in your favor. And the next thing you know, bam, there it is. That's your miracle. And it's in motion. See, that's the thing. Things pick up speed very, very quickly. So you're literally going from slow and steady foundations and patience to bam, it takes off. It's not always going to be this this busy, because right here it may feel a little bit chaotic when it happens. Things will slow down, things will even out for you to a comfortable pace. And then you have the Magician card here. So this is showing that things are coming together, that you are working on the right thing, that you are moving in the right direction, and you're ready for this success. You're ready for things to be busy, so don't fear that. I mean, this is all good, right? This is something that you want to see happen, but it can also be a little overwhelming at first when things really take off for you. But yeah, just have patience. Just know that things are, miracles really are being made here, because with the Magician card, I'm also getting miracles. I'm seeing things happening right before your eyes where it's like, oh my gosh, this is what I was dreaming of. This is what I was hoping for. Things starting to come together for you with this new beginning, with this new chapter in your life. Look at that. You have the Fool card. See, you're starting a new journey. You're taking a leap of faith. You're going after a dream that you have. You're putting your fears aside. You're doing it anyway. But see, your fears are still there, but you're doing it anyway. But when you start to see things coming into alignment after you took this big risk here, that's when you can breathe a little bit easier. And didn't I say here that it looks like you're about to take a leap of faith? Isn't that amazing how these two lined up? So absolutely, Spirit is saying, feel the fear, do it anyway. And notice here how you have the flower blossoming here. Very similar to the botanist over here. All right, so the 9 of Swords. Literally, I just said this. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Don't let your fear hold you back. Do not let your fear hold you back. And I feel that your fear really starts to dissipate also when this appears here. When you really start to realize that nothing is impossible, you can dream as big as you want with the Magician card. You have what you need to be successful with this. And there is a massive, massive shift that's coming in for you that's going to just melt away these fears. See, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So with this Queen of Pentacles, it's very interesting because here in your hands, you have the flower. Here, the Queen is holding the pentacle. You have big dreams and you're going to receive big dreams. It's also interesting that you have the Queen of Pentacles below Beat the Mountain, because here, both of these cards are showing that you're doing things correctly. You're not cutting corners. That means that it's going to take patience. You can't rush this process. Now, I do feel like you enjoy this process. You know, you're enjoying everything that's going on here, but it is going to take some time. And so I feel with the 8 of Wands here, it could be that you have starts and stops, where you make a lot of progress and then it kind of slows down for a minute, and then you make a lot of progress and then it slows down a little bit. Or that could be specific to certain people watching this. But while it's doing that, it's not like when things slow down, nothing is happening. It's that things are, so here, right? So you have one thing here, which would be like when things really pick up for you, and then it slows down a little bit. Well, that's just because this next thing over here is just about to be formed. So it's going to slow down a little bit, then it's going to pick up. And when it picks up again, this one is formed. Same thing happens for the next one here. And while that is happening over and over and over again, now you're developing these lines here, and everything is then kind of coming together. It's almost like being magnetized together, where everything else that you need to continue your progress forward comes together for the next step and the next stage, and so on and so forth, which then eventually leads you to the Queen of Pentacles. So you will have great success with this. You are building a very, very strong foundation with this. This is something that is long term. You can stick with this as long as you want. It's bringing you a lot of comfort, a lot of pride, a lot of joy. Yeah, so you're just going to be very, very satisfied with how things turn out for you. So you have the Four of Wands here, and things come together for you beautifully. Look at the flowers up here. Isn't that amazing how you have the botany here, you have the flowers here, you even have plants here on the Queen of Pentacles. You have them here, you actually have them in the Magician card. It's just amazing to me. So I feel things become easier for you, and the energy that I feel from this individual here is your fears slowly fading away. You're feeling better. You're feeling like, oh, okay, things are coming together. So there's some sort of celebration that's happening here. You can even see how this person looks like they're dressed up to go to an event, a party, a function, something like that. So yeah, it's just, you're making leaps and bounds. Some of you, I feel, with parenthood here and legacy, some of you, definitely not everybody, but some of you could be wanting to start a family, but you haven't found the right person yet. And what I'm seeing is that you will find that person. You will need to take a leap of faith. Maybe you were hurt in the past and it's hard for you to trust anyone in a romantic fashion moving forward. But Spirit is saying, look, nothing is impossible. It is definitely possible for you to find that special person that you want to have children with. Because with this Four of Wands, this can also indicate marriage or something like that. So there could be a contract as far as marriage, or a business contract, or this could even be a job offer, something like that as well, if it doesn't have anything to do with romance. But I just wanted to stick that, that romance in there, because I was picking up very clearly that someone watching this is wanting to have children in a family and, you know, all of that. So I do see that happening here. And if that doesn't apply, then the contract would still apply to you for a job or an office or a new home or something like that. So we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you came upon some roadblocks. I feel there was a lot that you needed to figure out, and I feel it was confusing at some point in time. There were some things that you needed to work through, and you may also, on the other side of this card, you may also feel unprepared when this happens here. And I just laughed just a little bit, because it's like, because I'm seeing you feeling relieved that you're finally seeing progress, but at the same time you're like, oh my gosh, I hope I can handle this. And so you're kind of laughing to yourself like, whoo, I manifested progress and I sure got it, right? But no, you're going to be able to handle everything. You tackle everything beautifully. You take your time doing things, and you're making progress. So definitely, you're also getting a different perspective on things when this happens. You know that you can relax a little bit, even though things are picking up for you, and you might naturally think, well, I can't relax when things are picking up, but you can relax into the fact that things are happening for you, that you don't have to worry anymore about Is this really going to happen for me? You're seeing, okay, it is. It's just going to take some time. So you have the Seven of Cups. So with the Seven of Cups, what I'm seeing here is that you have a lot of different options. You have a lot of different things going on, first of all, because you have the initial thing that happens here with the Eight of Wands, where it's like, oh my gosh, everything's happening all at once. But it's also, as you tackle everything at once, you complete everything, and you're successful with all of these things that come in. See here with this, you have the Seven of Wands here, you tackle everything beautifully. And then here, what's happening is you're looking back and you're seeing how you tackled everything, how you achieved everything. And you're also, I feel, learning something from everything that came up in the Seven of Wands here. And so it's like, this is a great learning process for you as you move forward. It's like, oh, okay, what I did here was good. Maybe I could change something a little bit that I did here, something like that. So it's really kind of getting your creativity going. You're seeing what you did wrong, what you could improve on. You're seeing things you did right. And so it's adding to your plan moving forward. It's like you're gaining new skills. You're learning how to multitask, all of these different things, but you're also seeing results where you didn't necessarily expect to see results. So there is something surprising that happens here, but it's a good surprise. It's like, oh, wow, that actually turned out better than what I had thought, what I had planned on. All right, so you have the Justice card. Remember with the Four of Wands, I mentioned there could be a contract that you're going to sign. I'm definitely picking that up here. So it could be a business contract. It could be, marriage license. It could be, really anything. Some of you could be cutting ties with something from your past. Completely letting it go and moving forward with this new thing. So what I mean by that, let's say, for instance, that you have this amazing dream where you want to start your own business, but you can't necessarily just do that and quit your day job. So maybe you're doing both things at once. And then, like here, nothing is impossible. So it won't be impossible for you to do things at once. It may be a lot at first, but you get the hang of it. And once things really get moving for you, then you see things are shifting in your favor. So with the Justice card, I see that you balance everything out beautifully, and then eventually you can cut ties with that other job that you had, and you can just do your own thing full time. Anything else with this card? Yes, you could be, well, that makes sense. You could be receiving communication about an opportunity that's coming in for you. Okay, so you have the Devil card. Look at how the Devil's going to be right below the Nine of Swords. There's a great fear, right? And that's what our topic is. Your fears will disappear when this happens. So it's interesting on this Devil card that the cages, I don't know if you can quite see, but right here and right here, the doors are actually open on the cages. So you are not stuck where you are. You do not need to stay attached to something from your past. Very interesting that I just mentioned here with the Justice card, that some of you have a main job and you're keeping that job while you're pursuing something new. And you may have a fear that, oh no, I'm going to, have these two jobs forever. I'm never going to be able to just let go of that and pursue my passion. What I'm seeing with the Devil card and the Nine of Swords is that your greatest fear is not going to come to fruition. Your greatest fear is not going to happen. So you don't have to worry about that. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, do you see how you're holding the Pentacles so close to your heart chakra here? And then, very similar energy to the Queen of Pentacles here. It's like, I've made it. I've achieved something. So you are achieving something. This is something that you will be able to grow, something that you can have with you for the rest of your life. This is a very significant move. This is something that has deep meaning to you. And this is something that you are truly going to build upon. You don't ever have to leave where you are here unless you want to. The thing is, though, here's the thing. You need patience, 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 because this is a slow moving card. This, to me, the Four of Pentacles is one of the slowest moving cards in the deck. You want to take things slow with this situation because that is the way to win this goal, this process that you're going through. And especially in your reading, look at this row here. Be the mountain, slow and steady foundations and patience. You don't create this mountain overnight, right? It takes a while to hike that mountain. Or like if you're trying to hike Mount Everest, right? You definitely cannot rush that process, right? So I feel it's similar with your situation here, the Queen of Pentacles. You don't get to the Queen of Pentacles, it's not like an overnight thing, but I feel that you're going to love, love, love the journey. I feel you're really, really going to appreciate the journey. You're going to appreciate all the blessings that happen, and it's going to be worth it. It's the same thing if you're trying to grow a huge tree. It's not going to happen overnight, but you can enjoy all the different phases of that growth, and you're going to be very busy throughout this, and it's not like you're not making any progress either. You're loving what you're doing. You're loving the progress you're making, and you're taking time out to celebrate along the way. All right. You have the Page of Pentacles as your last card. Isn't this interesting that you have the field back here, you have all of these pentacles down here, and then you have the botanist card. So it's definitely like you're planting the seeds, but it is going to take a little while to see them grow, to see them become what you want to see, right? To see them blossom and grow. But with the Page of Pentacles, you have an amazing idea. I mean, look at this face here. It's like, oh my gosh, look at this great idea that I have. And Spirit in the universe agrees with you. And this was meant to be, especially because you have number 20 here with Soul Awakening. So did I mention that? I think I did. This is the Judgment card in the tarot deck. So you were awakened to this new path. Same thing that's going on here. This is an amazing path for you. Spirit says pursue this path. It could definitely have to do with career or moving somewhere, starting over somehow with something. It's a great path, and it has longevity with it. Slow and steady is the way to accomplish everything that you need. So yeah, your fears disappear slowly but surely over time. There's something quite significant that happens that I feel helps erase all of your original fears. And then you have a new fear like, oh no, can I handle this? I'm so busy all of a sudden. But that also disappears. So that is what I'm seeing for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it made sense. If you did like this, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, group number 2. You have the Hummingbird, and your card is the Tailor, attention to detail, and pride. So it definitely feels like you're working on something, you're perfecting something, you're putting a lot of energy into something, and I do feel this is something that you really enjoy doing, something that is very close to your heart. However, there's a fear that your hard work is not going to pay off in one way or another. There's a fear that you may have to give up on this idea altogether. And so I feel that's like the basis of your fears. Now, I am seeing that there is something coming in, and it looks like it's some form of communication that's coming into your life that's going to change everything. And when that happens, your fears will start to disappear. So that's basically what I'm seeing here. It feels like you are working toward a goal, but you're not sure that your hard work is going to pay off for you. But this communication is going to change things for you. So let's get some more information for you. What can you tell us for group number 2? I feel these are your cards. All right, so you have Jumbi, total disruption number 13. Okay, so this is interesting because 13 corresponds to the death card in the tarot deck. So this oracle deck does literally correspond to the tarot deck. So very interesting what's going on here. I feel that with this communication that's coming in, it's going to allow you to basically let go of a struggle that you've had and move forward into a new phase in your life. So this is really death and rebirth going on here. And I feel that there's something going on here where it's creating a lot of fear in your life, but it's also the only way forward. It's like the only way to get forward is through this chaos, whatever this is here. So let me look at your other card that you have here. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. So you have Boo Boo the Fool, possibilities and potential, and it's 0 here because it does correspond to the tarot deck. So, okay, I'm getting a clearer picture about what is going on here. So I feel that for some of you, these cards need to be reversed where you have the Fool and then you have total disruption. And for others of you, it's the way it is here where you have total disruption and then you have the Fool card. So let me explain what I'm feeling here. So it feels like for some of you, you had the death card first where there was a massive shift in your life. And this shift was like a requirement to get you on the right path. It was a requirement to kind of shake things up in your life. It feels like you may have let something go in your life, or something or someone let you go. You had an attachment to someone or something, and that attachment has now been released, which is now bringing you to the Fool card where you are free to pursue something else, something different, starting a new chapter in your life. And while you're going on this new journey, there seems to be a fear of this may not work out, a fear of I don't know what I'm doing, or a fear of I don't know what the next steps are. But I'm seeing with this communication that's coming in, it's going to bring clarity, and you're going to know the path forward, even if you don't have like a direct plan laid out in front of you. And then for others of you, I feel like you left something behind. You took a leap of faith. You wanted to make some pretty significant changes in your life. You took a leap of faith and you are worried that it's not going to work out for you. For one reason or another, you're not seeing this progress happen fast enough, or you're not connecting the dots yet. There seems to be where like your vision, your intuition is a little bit cloudy. Maybe not your intuition, but your vision seems to be a little bit cloudy. But again, I'm seeing some form of communication coming in that changes things for you, that gives you the encouragement that you need to keep going forward. So I feel like no matter what your particular situation is, you're on the brink of a breakthrough. Something quite significant is going to be happening for you. So let's take a look at your other cards. All right, what can you tell us for group number 2, please? Your fears will disappear when this happens. I feel these cards, and it's the top 2, so we'll actually, you have 3. Let's just take all of them. I thought there were more than that, so let's see what you have here. All right, the Edge. Take a chance, do something different. Does this not look like the Fool card here? Because you can see here on the Fool is at the edge here. So take a chance, do something different. I feel that this is exactly what you have going on in your life right now. And it really feels like this is what you need for your life to feel complete. This is what you need to feel happy, to feel balanced. And this is definitely something that you have a lot of passion for. So that's exactly why you have attention to detail and pride here. It feels like you're kind of creating something in your life, which is exactly what you need. So let's say, for instance, if this has something to do with work, a real simple example. I feel like you're either creating the career that you want for yourself, or you're creating your own business, or you're taking steps toward, something different. So maybe taking some classes or learning a new skill or something like that. So yeah, it might be a little bit scary for you because you are taking a chance, but you're seeing the potential in something, and I feel like you're taking advantage in a positive way of this total disruption here, of something that fell apart, of an ending in your life. You're taking advantage of that. So you're taking advantage of an ending, and you're creating a new beginning for yourself. So instead of staying here and kind of wallowing in the sadness and the depression and the anxiety of this. And when I say wallowing, I don't mean like you're feeling sorry for yourself. I'm saying you're actually using this to your advantage. You're seeing something advantageous out of a situation that did not on the surface look like you could find anything positive in it. So you're kind of flipping it around and using it to your advantage. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay. So you have alignment. It's coming together, precision. I mean, really. So this is absolutely what I'm talking about here. So there could be some sort of communication. Now, the communication that I was seeing over here, that can bring things into alignment for you, or things come into alignment and that brings in the communication that I'm seeing over here. And I'm also hearing that the communication doesn't necessarily have to be communication from a person, from a human. This can be communication from spirit guides. This can be receiving signs and synchronicities, especially as you journey forward on a new path. Because I feel like you're not alone, especially if you see here how you have the cat here, and then you're about to go on your journey. So you're not alone. So the universe, your spirit guides, whoever it is going to be guiding you. So yeah, communication can definitely be from the other side, but things are slowly but surely going to start to come together for you. Isn't this interesting? Do you see what I'm seeing here? Look at the rainbows right here, and look at the alignment right here. So I feel for some of you, things might even turn out better than what you had expected, or maybe you had kind of low expectations in the beginning, saying like, well, just give me this little amount. That's all I need right now, and I'll be happy with that, and then I can build on that. And instead of getting that little amount, you're actually getting something quite substantial, which kind of propels you forward on your journey here. But yeah, your fears will definitely start to disappear once you start to see things coming into alignment for you. And which obviously, of course, right, that when things come into alignment, our fears do disappear. But I feel that Spirit is showing you this, showing you that you are on the right path and that you are going to see this happen. So hopefully we'll get some sort of time frame for you. With the Death card here, I typically do get, no, I don't always see time with the Death card, but when I do, it's typically 3 to 6. So that could be 3 to 6 days, all the way to 3 to 6 months. I do not think it's going to be 3 to 6 years for you to see some sort of alignment. It's not going to take 3 to 6 years. So at most 3 to 6 months, and that doesn't mean it's going to take 6 months to the day. It could actually take a week. It's just no longer than 6 months is what I'm seeing here. All right, scrying. Trust your visions, intuition, and plant seeds. Yeah. Because you have an excellent idea, you have an excellent plan going on here. So pay attention to the details, pay attention to where you are led. Where is this journey taking you? Trust your intuition, tap into your intuition, because I feel that this disruption that happened here whatever this ending was here, it got you thinking about your future. It got you thinking about where you want to go next. And I really feel that you are receiving psychic downloads. So if you are receiving information here, maybe that's the communication that I'm seeing over here, that you are receiving communication over here, your intuition saying, hey, there's a new path for you. There's a reason why something came to an end. Let's explore that. So definitely your intuition is planting seeds in your brain about the next move that you should be taking. What else can you, oh, well, thank you. Okay. I feel these go with those also. Is there anything else you can tell us, please? Oh, wow. Oof. Okay. Your cards are very jumpy with energy. So I feel what we're going to do is this. No, this one needs to come out first. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. Your very first tarot card is number 1. It's the Magician card. I love this so much for you. So what this is telling me, especially because it's right below the Death card. So let's put this here. First of all, let me pick it back up again, because remember I was telling you how you're going to be getting signs from the universe, from your spirit guides, spirit animals. I feel that's exactly what's going on with all of the animals around you here. So just keep that in mind. Okay, now what I was going to say is with the Magician card, you have death here, which is death and rebirth, right? And then you have your new beginning here. So death, rebirth, new beginning here with the Magician. So it definitely feels like you've been working on something. Isn't it interesting also that the Tailor is so close to the Magician card? Because you've been working on something. You've been putting a lot of effort into something. You've been becoming immersed in something. Becoming very grounded in something. You've been working on helping something grow, putting things together. And Spirit is saying that you are ready for this new journey. You have everything that you need to get started, and you're going to learn things as you go on. So it definitely feels like you have a very, very, very powerful new beginning here. And it just feels like you need like a jump start. You need something to just kind of get the ball rolling. And when that happens, you're going to feel so much better. All right, so you have the Knight of Coins. Isn't this interesting? It looks a little bit like the Fool card, because you have the dog here, which typically joins the Fool. And then you have a vehicle to move forward on this new journey. And it does look a little bit like you're on a cliff here. So, and this is also below the Fool card here. So it definitely looks like you have a new beginning. What you've done here is you've done all the planning. You've been very thorough with things. You've checked things. Everything is coming into alignment. So you could be waiting for something to happen. You could be waiting for this horse to show up to get you from point A to point B. This could also be indicating that communication that I was seeing coming in. You've definitely put in a lot of hard work, and you're going to be rewarded for that. So you have the Sun card. Okay, so this is amazing, because here you're just starting on your journey. It is a slower moving journey. You are going to need some patience to as you go forward. And there are things that you're going to figure out along the way. But look at how here, see, you're planning here you're on the horse, you're starting to move forward, you're making progress, and then you have the Sun card. So this Sun card is indicating that you're hitting your mark. You are achieving what you set out to achieve. And there's great success here. There's a celebration. You are in the right place at the right time. Things are coming together. Things are coming into alignment for you. I feel your path going forward it just feels like it's smooth sailing for you. Everything just kind of falls into place for you. So here you have the Eight of Cups. So I really feel with this Eight of Cups, this is connected to the Jubi card here, the Death card, where something wasn't working out for you. And it looks like here that you chose to walk away from something, but I still feel like some of you didn't really have that choice. Something came to an end for you and it was not your choice. However, if it wasn't your choice, I feel that when you look back at things, when you start to make progress with this situation here, you're going to look back at things and you're going to be very grateful that whatever this was did come to an end, because you did have some attachment to this and it was difficult for you to break free from it. However, I feel that when you look back, there's a sense of gratitude because you're starting to recognize that you could only take this situation here so far and that things were not in alignment. And you had to take a chance by removing yourself from the situation or by picking yourself up from the situation if you were removed from it. And you had to do something different. Basically what this card is saying here. You had to see the potential of your future without the attachment to this thing here. And as soon as you do that, that's when things start to come into alignment. And that's when your fears start to disappear because you're no longer fearful of cutting ties with this. Isn't it interesting that right here, the scissors are cutting this little string down here, like it goes up here also, but cutting the end of this string or thread here. So very interesting. Once you do that and then you move forward, that's when you start to see things moving. So here you have the Page of Swords. Look at this butterfly here. You see when you cut something away, when you let something go, when you release an attachment to something, that's when things change for you. And once again, it looks like you're taking a leap of faith here. So I am also seeing there's communication coming in here. And I feel it's part of this communication I'm feeling is kind of communication with your soul, with your inner self, reconnecting with who you are, reconnecting with what you want to see going forward in your life. And there's a major, major transformation because whatever was going on here that wasn't working out for you, it's like you sweep it away. It's no longer a factor. Here you can see things much better. You can even breathe much easier. Do you see how dark this card is and how light this card is? And look at how you literally have the sun shining on this card here. So sandwiched in between here, it's just like you need to kind of dust things off and sweep things away that were preventing you from moving forward. Yeah, look at the Devil card. See, this is the attachment that I've been talking about. This is the total disruption card. This needed to be disrupted. You needed to be pulled out of this situation. I feel also some of you, this relates to a fear that you have about moving forward because you kind of have, you know, the angel and the devil here on each shoulder. Here your intuition is saying, look, trust your vision, trust your intuition, plant those seeds, start moving forward with this new idea that you have. And then here your ego is saying, no, don't do that. Stay where you are. Even though it's uncomfortable here, it's safe. You know what to expect. And so it feels like there's a push and pull, a back and forth, back and forth. But I do see that you overcome this back and forth. You do overcome these thoughts that you're having. And you are released from this situation. If you do not have the courage to release yourself from this situation, then I feel that the universe will help you along with that. So either way, it is going to be a little bit scary for you to detach from the situation. That's why you have this great fear. That's what we're looking at today. But Spirit is showing me that things are going to work out in your favor. And this is a very intense fear. But it's going to be replaced with intense happiness, intense abundance, intensely knowing that you're on the right path, that you made the right decision. See here, it almost looks like you're at a crossroads here. That's kind of the energy I'm picking up from this card now after seeing the Devil card here. The Knight of Cups. You know, it looks like you're leaving something behind over here, and for some reason, I'm seeing the Tower card over here. Clearly, there's no lightning, there's nothing falling apart here. But in my mind's eye, I'm seeing you walking away from something like this Eight of Cups here, walking away from something that eventually would have fallen apart. So you're leaving that behind and you're pursuing something new going forward. I feel that this little angel up here is trying to tell me something. It's kind of like your spirit guides or someone or something was planting seeds in your brain, trying to give you signs that you were no longer meant to be in that prior position, and also giving you a means, something to look forward to, something to focus on, something to do, which is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Does that make any sense to you? It's like, I feel that two seeds were planted at very similar times, very, very synchronistically, where here you were getting signs that this is no longer a place for you to be with these two cards. Something just wasn't right. Something didn't feel right. Maybe you had an argument or a conversation, or you saw something that didn't sit right with you. And as you started contemplating that, I feel that almost kind of opened up this portal in your mind to see potential in other places, things that you hadn't opened your mind to before. So you're definitely moving forward with something that you feel a connection to or with. So you have the Five of Wands. So this is really interesting because this is showing that in your environment, there was, like your prior environment, there was some sort of disruption, there was some sort of lack of connection, lack of communication, something just, no matter how hard you tried, it was almost impossible to get something moving, to get something off the ground. And this is that realization that you came to, like, hey, wait a minute, because you can see this person back here has their arms up, like, hey, wait a minute, what's going on? Trying to get the attention of the other people, but they don't seem to be paying any attention to what you have to say. So I feel that this is that defining moment for you when you realized, okay, this is not working. I need to make some changes in my life. So this also shows how I was seeing the tower over here, like in my mind's eye, because clearly it's not falling apart here, but you saw the writing on the wall, basically, is what I'm seeing with these two cards. All right, let's see what else you have. The Five of Coins. Yeah. So there was a lack where you were. It just feels like there was darkness. I mean, look at these two cards together. So this one here, the Eight of Cups, this is what you're leaving behind. And this is where you were here. It's almost like you were, I'm hearing destitute. It's like, so maybe not literally. I mean, you could have had very, very significant financial problems going on there, but there's also a sense of being destitute in the sense of like emotional well-being, of your soul longing for something different. And the answer is literally right here. The answer is literally right there, almost on the tip of your tongue. But see, this is what I was saying, how they coincide. You realizing that this is not where you're supposed to be, and then bam, as soon as you realize that, you have this other vision. You see things differently, and you see what you couldn't see before, and that's when everything starts coming together for you. Yes, you have the Six of Swords. Literally, I just said that's when things start coming together for you. So you come to that realization. This is you walking away from that situation. Isn't it interesting? You have the Eight of Cups here and the Six of Swords here. Both cards talk about leaving a situation. And this is, it feels like a bit of a slower journey for you, slowly walking away from something, slowly picking up the pieces, slowly coming up with a new game plan. Because you have the Knight of Pentacles here, the Knight of Cups here. These are the slower moving knights in the deck. And then you have the Six of Swords, which is slowly moving out of something. And I feel part of what's moving slowly is your emotions. I feel there's a lot you need to grasp. You need to get closure on things and kind of recalibrate and then move forward toward this dream that you have, or this new beginning that you have. So you have the Five of Cups here. This is always a very interesting Five of Cups to me, because in the traditional tarot deck, you have 3 cups overturned and 2 cups that are upright. Here you have 2 cups that are overturned and 3 cups that are upright. So what this is showing me is that there's something that you're not seeing, especially with this person over here saying, hey, you're not seeing the full situation. Same thing here with the Five of Coins. You didn't have a full grasp or a full picture of the fact that something is falling apart is not actually detrimental to you. It's releasing you from an attachment that you had. And it feels like a false attachment or a disgruntled attachment or a possibly toxic attachment for some of you. Something that just was not working, and I feel it never would have worked. It never would have gone anywhere. So you're coming to the realization that, oh, okay, I guess nothing was lost. And you see here how you have this person tapping you on the shoulder here, and then your card up here is Page of Swords, which is getting a different perspective on things. And then right here you have alignment, it's coming together, and precision. I mean, it's beautiful how these cards are lined up here. So that's what you're gonna see. And once this happens here, you start to feel better about the entire situation. Then you have the Four of Wands, see? So this is where everything is coming together for you. There's a celebration, there's a new foundation. You've crossed some kind of bridge here. So I feel when you take this leap of faith, you're actually not just gonna be flying through the air aimlessly. You're actually, it almost feels like you're jumping from here, jumping down onto this bridge here, and there's a safe landing for you. It brings a lot of comfort. Everything, it's like building something from the top to the bottom, or from the bottom to the top, where everything is in alignment, everything is working in your favor, and things are coming together. You're truly building something here, just like you're building something over here. So Spirit says, keep doing what you're doing, keep moving forward. Don't focus on this here, and don't focus on the Eight of Cups. Just let it go, let it be what it was, because where you're going is so much better. And that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, group number 3. You have the green opal, and your card is the Smith, overthinking and taking action. All right, so I feel here that there seems to be a fear about getting started with something, where you could be overthinking something, coming up with a bunch of different scenarios about what could go wrong. And Spirit is saying, look at what could go right. Look at the progress that you could make. Look at the changes that could be made with you moving forward with this idea. So it's kind of like taking a leap of faith with something, just doing it, right? Just getting out there and doing it. So Spirit is showing me that this is something that you're very passionate about, and Spirit says that you should go after your dreams. You should go after whatever it is that I'm seeing in this card, because I do see that you would be moving forward, and there's some sort of pretty significant opportunity that would be really good for you regarding this situation. So yeah, I just feel like as soon as you get started on this, as soon as you stop overthinking something, that's when your fears really start to disappear. So also, you want to listen to your intuition instead of listen to your ego. I think that's also when your fears are going to start to disappear for you. So just keep that in mind. All right, I feel this is your card also. Interesting. So you have number 43, Father God, and Radical Truth. So this is a card about being authentic, about doing things right. This is about what is your radical truth, going after something that you believe in, something that you know to be right for you, a new path. This right here is reminding me of a pentacle. So it seems like there could be a fresh start, a new journey for you. And this is something that resonates with you very, very much on a soul level, on a very deep level. And I feel that doing this, starting this particular thing at this point in time, all of the planets are aligning for you for this to come to fruition for you. Like there's something about what you want to do. It seems to be almost like it's written in your soul code, something that is kind of in your DNA. So some of you may have a special talent, a special skill, or something like that. And Spirit is encouraging you to move forward with that, because this would be a great start for you, a great path forward for you. Okay, so you have number 32, Altar of Air and Clarity. So the altars in this deck are the aces. So this is the Ace of Swords for you. And it's interesting because it kind of looks like down here, there's a pathway being formed right here. You're getting clarity on something. Whatever this idea is that you have, see, it's an amazing new start for you. Look at all of the butterflies that you have here. And I'm seeing 6 butterflies. When I saw that, Spirit said 6 months. So I feel that you could be seeing some significant changes over the next 6 months, significant changes that give you clarity. And these changes will also help your fears to disappear, because you're going to start to see things coming together regarding this idea, this plan that you have. So Spirit is saying, yeah, stop overthinking and listen to your intuition. So these 2 cards are almost opposites, but saying the same thing at the same time. So overthinking here. So stop overthinking, taking action, and thinking intuitively about things, because Spirit says you're on the right track with what you have going on. All right, what else would you like to say? I feel it's these cards here. Let me see. Are these, you have 3 here. Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't more than 3, because I don't want this to take too long. All right, energy rising, vitality, confidence, power, and decisiveness. Okay, here we go again with decisiveness, making decisions, being very confident that you're making the right decisions, vitality. Whatever this is that you are thinking about or you're working on, however you want to describe it, it has vitality, it has strength. This is something that I feel is going to change the dynamic in your life. It just feels like everything comes into alignment for you based on whatever the situation is. It brings you a sense of fulfillment, feeling whole, and things really kind of coming together in your life from all different directions. And I feel also there is a bit of, I got it with this card and I'm getting it with this card also, something mysteriously coming in to help you along the way. And you seeing how things are just kind of falling into place perfectly for you, things coming into alignment perfectly for you, and just starting to feel so much better about your situation. And then we have releasing the past, emerging, transforming energies, transmuted. Look, you're on the horse here, you're coming out of the darkness, you're moving forward, you have a goal, and you're in alignment to reach those goals. So, you know, here, I feel that when you were inside the cave here in the darkness, you were overthinking something. So you're moving from overthinking to taking action. So what this card says here is exactly what we see here. And even the visual on the card is very similar to what we're seeing here. So you have the darkness in the background here, which is exactly what you have here. And then something's coming to light. Look at the energy on this card where it's like something very, very strong and powerful is happening here for you. But it can't happen until you let go of your fears and just do it. Just move forward. Just take that leap of faith. All right. So here you have live the question. Curiosity, open your mind, live into it. So here you're moving forward. Here you've let go of your fears. You're letting your curiosity and your intuition guide you. Look at, you have the star here also. You have the star here. Yeah, it's just amazing. You actually, let me look at the burst of energy you have here. Actually, you have it here too. Here, here, and here. And how are you getting there? You're getting there with the radical truth, because you're listening to your soul guidance. You're listening to that that kind of feeling inside your mind, inside your body, inside your soul that's trying to get you going in the right direction, that's trying to keep you going in this direction. Because I'm seeing that you're going to be successful with this. It's just that you need to have faith in yourself and faith in the process. What else would you like to say to group number 3, please? Group number 3's fears will disappear when this happens. What is the most important information that you have from this deck? Okay. The Magician card. This is amazing. See, you're ready. This is something you're so passionate about. And you're ready. You've done everything you can. You have prepared, you have researched, you have strengthened your skill, your mind, whatever it is, your talent, whatever it is that you're working on here. And I feel that the path forward it's there for you. All you have to do is take action to go forward. And truly, I feel this is the hardest part, is getting started. Or if you've already started and you've come upon some bumps in the road, the hardest part is going to be to continue moving forward. But Spirit is saying, look, something's happening. When you take a few steps forward, I feel something comes along on your path to give you encouragement, to let you know you're on the right path. And then you have the confidence that you need to continue going forward. Some of you could be there could be someone very significant coming along your path, like the Father God here. It's going to actually represent a person for some of you who's going to bring an opportunity into your life. But this is an opportunity that you earned. This is something that you worked very, very hard to receive. The High Priest, so this is the Hierophant. So yeah, this could be the Father God that I was seeing here. Someone coming into your life with some sort of offer for you. There could be some sort of contract that you will be signing. This could also be someone who's kind of like a mentor for you, someone that sees the potential that you have in this particular field or situation. I also feel that you're being divinely guided down this path. So have no doubt that yes, you are receiving signs from the universe. That's not in your imagination. And there's something about having the High Priest here and the radical truth right here. It's undeniable that you're on the right path. It's undeniable that you are supposed to be pursuing this particular thing at this exact moment in your life. So don't let fear hold you back. Don't let fear prevent you from receiving all of the wonderful gifts that the universe wants to bless you with because you've stepped forward into this situation. So you have the Five of Swords. Okay, so with the Five of Swords here, I feel that there was a situation going on in your life that you feel you could never win doing this particular thing. And so you finally had enough one day. You decided to give up on that and you started looking in a new direction for where you can be successful, where you will thrive, which takes us here to the altar of air, clarity, right? Because here, I feel you don't have clarity here. I feel that there was something that was preventing you from moving forward. And I've said this before, and for some of you, this might be a confusing concept, but well, let me just say it this way. I feel that a roadblock may have been put upon your path to change your direction. I think that's a better way to say it. Something was placed on your path that no matter how much you wanted to achieve something in this situation, it wasn't happening. And it's like you gave and gave and gave, and you gave so much that there was nothing else to do but walk away from the situation. So this is a very frustrating card. However, once you get through this process, it's leading to something new. It's leading you to clarity. So I feel that eventually you will have an understanding about why this happened, why you had a roadblock here, because you're getting clarity. And because you're turning around, you're turning your back on the situation, that's when you have this card over here with this new beginning. You have the Magician card. So you especially don't want to overthink this situation, because this has nothing to do with where you're going other than it was there to reroute you. So don't take this energy into the new situation. You have the Three of Pentacles. So do you see how things are coming together here? Do you see here? So you have three people here, but they're not working together. There's nothing cohesive going on here. But once you turn your back to that and you start something new, you're very much grounded in this new situation. You feel comfortable, you feel at home here. And you have the Three Pentacles here where everything is flowing. Everything is working together. You're not missing anything here. You're not lacking anything. There's nothing is out of balance here. You're actually making progress here much, much quicker than you would have here. And so I really feel that at this point also your fears really start to disappear, because you're seeing progress. You're seeing slowly but surely you're making progress forward and away from the situation. Truly what it is you're seeing how much easier it is here than it was here. And so your fears of walking away from the situation are disappearing. The Eight of Wands. Do you see? I literally just said how much quicker things start to happen for you with the Three of Pentacles compared to the three things that were out of balance here on the Five of Swords. So really your fears really start to disappear very, very quickly. You get clarity very quickly. And you're moving forward. I feel you have opportunities coming in for sure. There's one opportunity that's going to stand out from the rest. And there's also probably going to be more than one opportunity coming in. So you may have a decision to make about which opportunity you want to pursue. But yeah, you definitely have some quite significant opportunities coming in. So you have the Nine of Cups here. So I feel this is a visual of you relaxing a little bit, you stepping into the new you, the new energy, having a sense of accomplishment, knowing that you made the right decisions going forward. This is success. This is a dream come true. Your wish is coming true. I feel you're in control of the situation here, whereas here, you were not in control of the situation because this was not meant for you. But here, you're in control of how things go, how things move forward, things like that. So I feel here, you're literally living the question. So over here, you were questioning, especially like here, you were definitely here with Radical Truth. You were questioning, what is my truth? You were questioning where you're going, where you want to be, all those things. And so here you're actually living it. So because you were curious, because you didn't just accept the situation here, you're finding yourself in a much, much better place. The Queen of Wands, yeah. See, there's a sense of independence that I feel here where you are paving your own way. You're not waiting for things to get out of your way here. You're just dismissing the situation altogether so that you can find your way here. And there is great potential with whatever this is that you're starting. You're going to be very, very successful. If this is something that you could potentially receive recognition for, I feel that you absolutely do receive that recognition. There's popularity here. Whatever this new environment is that you're in, it feels very comfortable. You feel very welcome there, very much liked. People listen to you. People care about what you're doing, what you have to say, things like that. There's also a significant transformation happening, I feel, in your mind, where you're starting to see that anything you want to do is possible. It just wasn't possible in this environment here. So you're getting your confidence back also. The Seven of Wands, yeah, so you have a different perspective on things. This is a continuation of what I was just saying, because I feel when you are in the Five of Swords energy, you were, yeah, it just feel like you were dismissed. Someone or something may have dismissed you, or someone or something wasn't paying attention to you. It was like you were trying to achieve something, but no matter which angle you went, you moved toward it with, it wasn't working. So here, I do feel that there is a sense of you having a lot to put together, but you tackle all of these things one at a time. You accomplish one thing. It could be new goals that you have. So you accomplish one goal, you move on to the next thing, so on and so forth. It could be that. But I'm seeing that you're rising above your problems. You have a sense of independence. You have a sense of courage and confidence. And you do seem to be pretty decisive about what you want and what you don't want here. And that works very, very well for you. All right, so you have the Devil card. I can't even express how appropriate this is that it's falling below the Five of Swords because the Five of Swords was giving me energy of the Devil card, where something was outside of your control. Something was not what it claimed to be. And you're lifting the curtain on that because you're seeing the truth of the situation. You're no longer letting some falsehood hold you back. I feel that you may have been given false promises, or you had false expectations based on something someone told you. It was nothing that of your own doing, or it wasn't your fault. It was based on something else that someone said, some, false promises. So you've seen the light of day, you're moving on, and you definitely, from once you release that, you don't want to hold that fear with you as you move forward. So, I feel also your fears are going to disappear when you realize that this situation here is not following you into the new situation. It's a completely different energy. I feel you cut ties with whatever this is here, and you don't have to experience it again. What you're stepping into is quite the opposite of the Devil card. So you literally have the High Priest here and you have the Devil here. So this is from your past. This is from that past situation. This new situation here, it's upfront, it's honest, you can trust it. There's no lies, everything is on the table. Completely, quite literally opposite energy. The Two of Wands. So, okay, remember I said you're going to have more than one more than one option, and you're going to have to make a decision. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. So contemplate things. You don't have to rush into this decision. Of course, if you have a deadline for the decision, then, you have a deadline. But whatever this decision is, it shouldn't feel like you're rushing into the decision. So you want to make sure you have enough time to look at the options, explore how you feel, listen to your intuition regarding this decision that you have coming up here, because I do feel your intuition is going to guide you one way or the other. There's something that you're going to feel. Something feels right. Something feels like it resonates a little bit more with you than something else. So just keep that in mind. And here you have the Page of Cups. So this is a couple things. This could absolutely be communication that comes in for you. I feel that this could be an offer that comes in where you realize that you didn't leave anything behind that was worthwhile, and you're seeing the potential of a new situation. You're exploring your options. I feel there's a great sense of excitement here about you going after something that gives you, it's kind of like it gives you freedom in one way or another, because here there was no freedom. So this, in a sense, it gives you freedom to move forward. It gives you freedom of movement, freedom of expression. It also feels like there's no ceiling here. And what I mean by that is here, you could only go so far, which wasn't that far because you were blocked right here. And you were also blocked by false promises. But here with the Page of Cups, you have the High Priest, so there are no false promises. You have a lot of opportunities for advancement, for movement beyond the initial decision that you're making. So let's go ahead and look at your last card. You have the Lover's card. Okay, this is so appropriate based on your 2 cards right here. All right, so what's going on here with the Two of Wands? You have a decision to make. You're moving forward with one of these options here. You're making the right decision. This is the perfect balance for you. This is a commitment. This is something that you can grow with, something where you can show your best self, right? Whatever you're working on over here, you're finding the perfect environment for you to continue to grow. This situation over here, it's really like two different things coming together that just match so perfectly. There's really just this perfect alignment of things happening here. And I feel there's also a huge reward that is coming in for you because you left this behind, whatever this was here, right? You're releasing the past. You're transforming. You have transformation on several of your cards here, or maybe it's 2 cards here. So you have it here with the butterflies, you have it here. And I thought there was one other card, but maybe I am wrong. Okay, so yeah, that is what I'm seeing here. You're starting basically like a new foundation somewhere. This is a great start. It's going to grow into something that I feel there's definitely a commitment that's being made here between you and something else. So it could be a new job. It could be if you're starting a business or something like that, you're going to have a loyal clientele. It could be a new relationship. Whatever it is, there's commitment on both sides. There's this synergistic energy. And yeah, just a lot of positive things coming in for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching.